Good afternoon. Today I'm talking about composting and guts. In that trailer there are some deer guts, so if you're a bit squirmy, look away. We are going to bury some deer guts. We harvested a deer last night, and there's the head and all the guts, and we're going to bury it in the compost pile. I've got the trailer full of guts on the golf buggy. I'm now going to drop the guts off in a pile, and Dad's going to cover it with some compost. Let's do this. Okay, so what's happening with the compost piles? If you saw yesterday's video, I'll try and get perspective of them all. That compost pile over there, that's the oldest one. And then that's the second oldest one. That's the third oldest one. And the pile that my dad's getting stuff from now, that's just the pile that we get the manure dumped. I sort of dump it all in a pile, all in a place, and then after we then pile it all up. So what we're creating here is a new pile. This is a new pile. So this has got horse manure that's like only 1 week old, and now we're adding deer guts to it, which will be great. So these deer guts will be fantastic once they rot down for our veggie garden and whatever. So basically all the stuff that's over there, all that stuff, we're going to pile up here, and we'll completely cover all those deer guts, the deer head and whatever. And as you saw by the temperature, it's going to heat up, and it's actually just going to cook all that meat and fur and bone and whatever, and going to rot down nicely. So yeah, we're going to have a nice big new compost pile. Turn away if you're going to get grossed out, but I've left in the trailer a chunk of meat. It's just a bit bloody and whatever. I'm not going to eat the meat because I've got a fox that's around, and hopefully I can show you me catching the fox. So I'm going to get a trap over the next couple of days and catch this fox. I've got the wildlife camera out, so I'm just going to use this meat to catch the fox. Now I better tell you about the deer, because I've said I've harvested a deer and go, well, what does that mean? Let me talk about that now. I'm located in Port Macquarie, New South Wales, and we have a large population of feral deer in Port Macquarie and also surrounding areas. So it's not uncommon for people to post photos of deer, and also you'll see small news clips of deer in some residential area. So we hunt the deer on private property, and we harvest it for our own consumption. And we get the deer, we bring it back to the farm, hang it up on the forklift, and then proceed to skin and gut the deer. So I'll just talk you through. So here's the deer hung up on the forklift. We're now just skinning it from the hind legs through to the front legs. We normally have a few people doing this, so while one person's skinning on one side, we'll probably have someone else taking the guts out on the other side. And yeah, we just remove all the fur, and then right now I'm sort of down to the neck, so we're just getting the neck cut off. There's the head on the ground with the fur attached, so we've got the carcass hanging. There's the trailer with the guts. You saw me bury those guts. and there's the forklift outside the cool room with the carcass on it. So at this point, we just get a knife and cut off the front legs because there's no joint in the front legs, and then we cut off. We get a reciprocating saw, and we cut the carcass in half, and then cut the rib cage off, and then have the hind legs. So it ends up in the cool room in 6 pieces. Okay, so the footage and photos was not amazing. That was just 2 nights ago. I had a mate with a camera, and he was just helping us skin and gut the deer, and he was taking a few photos on his phone. But what I will endeavour to do as part of Project Surplus in between now and Christmas is, when I get a deer sometime and we put it up on the forklift, I want to create a space inside the shed where I can turn all the lights on so we can see very clearly, and I'll obviously put down some tarp or cardboard or whatever because you get a little bit of blood drip out, and set up a camera so you can fully see the process from when a deer comes in, everything right through to ending up in 6 pieces in the cool room. So I'll try and get that to you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to sending the next video to you. Here at Chicken Caravan, we obviously make caravans for chickens. This one here holds 10 chickens, and this one here holds 600 chickens. Our vision is to see the world farming sustainably, and to do that, we want to continually develop sustainable farming systems that can be duplicated worldwide. Since we built our first chicken caravan back in 2010, our chicken caravan products have now been exported to over 20 countries around the world. Although chickens are our main focus, we also have development projects with sheep, pigs and rabbits. To find out more about the Chicken Caravan Company, please go to chickencaravan.com.